Okay.
Pants are down.
You heard the thing. Just tell you to call. So call 1-877-565-WINS. Coming up in What's Up, Conan O'Brien has a great, very funny piece about the new Kentucky Fried Chicken ads.
Yes.
Where they've added bacon now to their big chicken bowls.
Mm-hmm.
But joining us is a legal expert and a partner of Harding, Martin, and Mazzotti, or Martin, Harding, and Mazzotti.
You know, I think I might change that. I like the Harding first. I never thought of it.
It's very strong.
It's very...
Those other two guys. Who are those other two guys?
I don't know who they are, but Harding is the one that should be on top.
Mm-hmm.
Paul,
right.
is it possible to is it possible to divorce yourself?
You know, I think there's probably more of a, I guess there could be a psychological analysis done at any point on the show. Ellen, what do you think? Where's Bob going with this?
I think that Bob wants to not have to be accountable for anything.
Well, look,
he wants to separate.
Let me put it to you this way:
leisure money. From
all right, let's say you have some money, but you're married, and you got to split the money in New York State law.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Right.
So if you file a lawsuit against yourself and you win the suit, that money would not be part of your net worth, correct?
No, I don't think it works that way.
Oh,
but,
damn. Not that I wanted to. Not me. I mean,
no.
No. Shut up. So,
but
Paul.
Well thought out. No, well thought out.
Let's talk about. Thank you. Let's talk about Lindsay Lohan. Ellen and Lovey
God.
both think this is a little absurd.
I think it's ridiculous.
She still has time to do her community service, so how are they taking away her probation when her time hasn't run?
The girl needs 2 years of rehab.
Let me play just that short clip from the judge.
But you're saying she was terminated for excessive absences because she was out of the country. Let me read what she told probation, okay? I'm going to read this to you. Yes. Ms. Lohan indicates that at the Women's Center, she wasn't interacting with anyone, so the service was not fulfilling. Her words, the service... Is that what a sentence is about? It's supposed to fulfill the defendant, or is it supposed to be rehabilitative and or punitive?
Paul, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts on that, I mean, Lindsay Lohan just, if you are a legal analyst, I mean, she just provides a never-ending supply of things to talk about.
I know.
Pretty easy stuff. She got caught stealing a $2,500 necklace. The sentence turned out to be 4 months in her house, which I'm sure it's a wonderful house in Venice Beach, of which only 35 days she had to serve. And the rest was just community service, which she can't seem to complete. She's missed 9, 10, or 11 of these things. So probation's revoked November 2nd. She goes in there, and the judge has the option of putting her in jail, back in jail for the remainder of what could have been the sentence, or continue the probation. The only thing I can think of is, I mean, she's had absolutely no movie career in the past, 6 to 12 months, and she just finds a way to keep herself relevant in the news here. It's just outrageous.
I just think that she's trying to find work, and I think she's never, ever worked a real job. She's never had any true formal education, and for her to have to get up every day and go into a shelter, she doesn't even know what to do. I don't think she has any social skills.
She's incredibly hot, Ellen. She doesn't need that stuff.
I left that out. Yeah, she is.
I mean, I would. She could do home confinement with me.
That's
if she'd
sweet,
like.
Bob.
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of I understand why the judge would do what the judge did, but it seems a little bit silly. Although I did community service, I had 450 hours, and trust me, it is not fulfilling.
It is not fun. I would definitely take the time.
I tested toasters at the Salvation Army store.
And you weren't fulfilled?
No.
Really?
I know. What are the odds? No, I wasn't. I was happy to get it over with.
But the news coverage was, look at her makeup. She looks like a clown.
She's on the front page of the Post today.
I know. Lindsay gets a set of shiny new bracelets is the front cover with her in handcuffs.
And they were loose.
And it was a $2,500 necklace, and a lot of times these actresses go in and they're given stuff, or the people that, take care of them pay for it before they leave the store. I just think that she's getting a raw deal because she's a redhead.
What would you do, Paul Harding, if you represented them? 1-800-LAW-1010.
I think you got Lindsay Lohan, and I think, number one, you represent her for free because, boy, you're going to get a lot of publicity with this representation. But I think you need to either sit her down and I think, as Lovey said, either do the remainder of the time if she's not going to commit to the community service. Because what could happen here, which I think is going to happen here, is that she's done this community service, which is it's so far out of her world, and she doesn't know how to do it and how to wake up in the morning, complete a task. But the judge here should put her back in jail. And, there's overcrowding in California. I mean, last time she was in, she was so sedated, and it was the most traumatic event in her life. You'd think that she would have such fear of that going to a women's shelter or a morgue
would make a difference.
Yeah.
Paul,
But
we got to run. 1-800-LAW-1010. Paul Harding. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate
Thanks, Paul.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
it. You got it. What's up?
1-800-LAW-1010.
Coming up.
How'd you like a cool grand in your hand?